everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mattel Jurassic Park Amber Collection Dennis Nedry action figure. This is a 6-inch scale Jurassic Park figure. This is the second figure from Jurassic Park they've made, and they also made one from Jurassic World. This is Dennis Nedry, played by Wayne Knight, more commonly known, at least by me, as Newman from Seinfeld. So let's go and check out the packaging here. So you can see at the top, Amber Collection, got the Jurassic Park logo. Here he is in the package, Dennis Nedry, Mattel. He has this can of Barasol with removable clone DNA. He's got 2 alternate hands and an alternate head. First glance at him, he doesn't seem like he's fat enough. Face seems a little soft, but we'll look at that in depth. One side here, you can see the little mosquito in the Amber Collection. Other side here, Jurassic Park. Not much going on at the top. At the bottom, there is a barcode, if that helps anybody, as well as a bunch of credits. And the back side here, here's Dennis Nedry, glasses off, looking kind of scared. Can't help but notice it's in English and Russian, a little bit of an odd combination. So I collect all the Jurassic Park human figures, as I absolutely love world building for my 1/12 scale action figure collection. I'm kind of passing up the dinosaurs, as they don't really work in my action figure city. Been looking forward to this guy for a while. He's an overweight, fat, civilian computer nerd, and they don't make those too often. So let's go ahead and check him out. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with an Amber collector stand, 2 alternate hands totaling 4 interchangeable hands, 1 alternate head totaling 2 heads. Then he's got his can of Barasol, Beard Buster, shaving cream, and the cloning cells that go inside. But before we look at the accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So here we go. Dennis Nedry, fat, slob, computer nerd at your service. I will say, first thoughts, face a little soft, does not look very much like Wayne Knight. Hair slicked back, looks pretty good combed. A little bit chubby, I feel like he's too thin. This guy was huge in that movie. He's got his ID card on his chest, yellow raincoat, Jurassic Park logo. I like his shirt, khaki pants, just a regular looking dude. That appeals to me a lot. Not much going on the back here. A little hood of the raincoat. And here he is, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his stand. It's sort of an amber color, semi-transparent. It's got 2 pegs with pegals on his feet, the Jurassic Park logo down here. Pretty basic, pretty hollow, but very appropriate for the Amber collection. Now, let's check out his hands. Here he is with his first pair of hands. His right hand is sort of outstretched, relaxed. Could be like he's shaking somebody's hand. And his left hand here is a gripping hand for a pretty large item. This is going to be the hand you're going to want to use to hold his can of Barasol. Here he is with his next pair of hands. These are semi-open, but I wouldn't exactly describe them as gripping hands. These might work good for some typing hands. Now let's look at his heads. He's got one standard head on the left, and then he's got another head with his glasses removed, and he was spit on by the Dilophosaurus, paralyzing him. Here he is with his first head. This is his standard Dennis Nedry head. Don't think it looks that much like Wayne Knight. He's a little bit too happy, too smiling. The detail's a little bland. I like him for what he is, but he could be a lot better as far as the actor's likeness goes. And here's his second head. You can see his hair is wet down by the rain. He's got that Dilophosaurus stuff all over his face, looking disgusting. His eyes are kind of shut, his mouth is open. He genuinely looks scared. I think they pulled this head off a little better than the other one. Of course, I'm pretty much very rarely going to have this head on, but it's okay, and it's a pretty cool gimmick if you get the dinosaur as well. Now let's check out his can of Barasol. Pretty good replica of the real thing. They got the colors right. They even have the actual Barasol name on there. I wonder how much they had to pay for that. Take it around, even got some ingredients back there, and a little barcode. What's cool about this, take this thing apart and it's got the cloning cells on the inside. Very nice feature. That definitely enhances the figure. What a unique item. Here he is holding his can of Barasol. A little bit big compared to him, at least compared to the Barasol cans that I'm familiar with. Here he is holding the can of Barasol in one hand and taking it apart, having the cloning cells in the other hand. I remember in the film when he was first given this, I believe they said it was whipped cream inside. He ended up spraying it and eating it, putting it on some pie. I always thought that part of the film was pretty weird. And here's his can of Barasol, next to an actual can of Barasol. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to top, this guy's sitting at about 6.25 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 16 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, can rotate around from side to side, can look up and down about that much. Shoulders on a ball joint, think about 90 degrees here, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a bicep cut below that. Now he's got double jointed elbows and double jointed knees, and my first thought is, Mattel, really? You gave Dennis Nedry double jointed elbows and knees, but you couldn't give Batman that for so many years? So, double jointed elbows have some flaws. You cannot fully outstretch the arm. It's done in a very weird fashion. Here's the top part going in, and then there's the bottom part going in. Wrists can rotate around, and they're hinged as well. He's got a ball joint in his torso here, can rotate around about that much, and then go in and out a pretty good chunk there. He's got a traditional waist swivel below that, and it gives him a pretty good range of motion in his torso area. Legs on ball joints, they can go about that far. Forward about that much. Back, really not at all. It's got a thigh cut, double jointed knees, and they can go all the way back. Then his foot here can go up and down, can rotate, and it really can't tilt or rock at all. Here's Dennis Nedry working in the computer lab. And when I say working, I really mean hacking. Next, let's check him out compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other Jurassic Park figures. Here he is with the entire Jurassic Park Amber collection. We've got Ian Malcolm, Dennis Nedry, and Owen Grady from Jurassic World. Pretty slow start. This has been about a year to get these 3 figures. Really hoping they keep this going. It's going to be a long time before we complete any casts. And now, let's check them out, compared with some action figure lines from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. We're going to start out with the larger lines and work our way smaller. Here he is with some DST, or Diamond Select toys. Then, with some McFarlane toys. And with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Then, with some NECA figures. And here he is with some of his Mattel brothers. Here he is with some Mattel wrestling figures. Then with some more of his Mattel brothers. Here he is with some DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is with some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then with some Mafex figures. And here he is with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. Then with some Jazzwares figures. And here he is with some SH Figure Arts action figures. So overall, this is a pretty cool action figure. I really like civilian and regular looking figures. That is why I got this guy. He does have that Jurassic Park logo on his jacket, and that might make him kind of hard to fudge into some action figure scenarios, but I like him quite a bit nonetheless. This guy's sculpt is pretty nice, his paint job is pretty nice, articulation is better than you would need on a fat nerd slob action figure. His double jointed elbows are a little disappointing that you can't fully extend the arms. His likeness is kind of rough. I don't think it looks that much like Wayne Knight, and I really wish that it did. His accessories are fantastic. That can of Barasol is just excellent. The fact that it opens up is just great. Thank you guys for including that. I would have really liked him to have a computer though as well. Maybe a candy bar. So overall, if I had to rate this guy, I think the figure itself deserves probably a 6.5, but I'm enjoying him quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and bump that up to a 7. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.